Well, it's Saturday, May 21st. Thought I'd just do an update for everybody out there and talk about the markets. In the last week, we have been very volatile, pushing into lows. They ran the market up on Friday yesterday into the option expiration, rejected lower price. What that sets up is that this market wants to run into Memorial Day weekend and the end of the month window dressing. And the reason I say that also is we're coming down with lighter volume. We did take out the swing point on the 6th with volume, but we rejected lower price. And when you take a look at the weekly, you're down on the downdraft of January, which was the 900 million versus also coming down with 861. And we came down with 536 million. Remember, the market's all about supply and demand, cause and effect. Where the volume goes, the market goes. Can't bust them lower, you bust them right back up. And so you don't have the volume and the strength to push the volume lower. So I suspect you're going to get a run into the end of the month, Memorial Day weekend, as well as into the end of the month window dressing. Diamonds, same identical setup, couldn't rejected lower price. You take a look at the weekly, you're going up against 60 million as well as 50 million, and you came down with 17 million. Not enough volume to push the market down, whether you're looking at the diamonds, you're looking at the QQQs. Now, the Qs could not even get into lower price, which was the May 6th low, which is 104.40. So the Qs, the NDX 100, the composite is stronger and wants to get it back into higher price. And I suspect we'll get right back up into the 107, 108 area and then look to short in a big, big way. You take a look at the IWM, same identical setup as well as on the weekly. So at this point, in this juncture, you're looking at this market that wants to continue to bounce into the end of the month, as well as you have option end of the month window dressing, as well as Memorial Day weekend. Gold on the other hand, very bullish. Rejected lower price. Again, you're pushing into the lows with lighter volume. Your high, which was established in February, was with 120.84 with 49 million. You get up and over the highs with 15 million as well as 19 million. On the Feds came out on Wednesday, hit the gold pretty hard, but he came down with lighter volume. What's that say? Reject lower price, can't take it down. Gold wants higher price. We are very bullish. We have been trading the nugget on a daily, couple, 2-3 days, as well as the gold miners 300%. Be very careful of trading these. You understand these are daily trading instruments only, and if you don't understand them, they compound on the way up, extremely defensive on the way down. You got to be hitting the moves beforehand. Buy at the lows, sell at the highs. With that being said, you got Barrick Gold looking at higher price, rejecting lower price. Franklin, Nevada. These are some of them that I have in my children's account, as well as you got Newmont. All of these were rejecting lower price and wants higher price. So with that being said, you got Apple. Apple is, you got to love it. You look at the weekly says we came down hard and fast. You came into the lows. That low was established in January with 380 million. You go after it with 349 million. Not enough volume to push it lower. First is also the August lows of 498. It bounces. This is just a counter trend bounce, light volume. And, when that came out on the earnings came out, you had Icon come out selling 45 million shares. He sells it out. We get into the lows of below 92. We're bouncing, not enough volume. Then you have you had Buffett come out and say they bought 9 million shares, which, folks, put it in perspective, that is only 1/5 of 1% of 5.4 billion shares outstanding. Do not follow Buffett and believing that this stock's going to go higher. This stock is in important trouble. Look to short it. If you're not comfortable in shorting here, look to short at the 92 with volume. That sets up a much larger move. The short term is about $80. Longer term, this is setting up to get into much lower price. You take a look at the monthly, and this thing wants to get right back into the $55 area. The next high volume low takes you right down to $16. Yep, can happen. So don't fall in love. Fall in love with your cash and your stops. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon.